Alright there. Sure, mate, Yorkie here. Welcome you to what would normally be tales over coffee, but unfortunately this morning I have to help my wife with physiotherapy, so it's a record ahead. Done last night. Okay, the Thaumaturge. Let's continue. I don't think I'll be running all that long this morning, but we'll see where we get. Might run longer than I expect. Okay, wait for the doctor's answer. Head out here. Where exactly are we going? Yeah, we're trying to find Daddy's friends, but where exactly are we going? Over to northern Michi? Nope, down here. Something on the wall there. Advertising brochure. Men's fashion store. Fine. Brochure advertising frock coats from M.Has. Perfect plan is forming in his head, and faith-filled thoughts whisper success. They say he'll buy himself a decent frock coat and pretend that he's wealthy before her parents. They won't know what a loser he is. Maybe after the wedding. Looking good for the parents, huh? These days, people would wonder what the hell you're doing, but... Silk pocket square, a pocket square made of silk, woven into paisley pattern. The pocket square flew into the pavement, tossed in anger. It was still permeated by a smell of Indian flowers and profound disappointment. This was not how the trip was supposed to go. He was supposed to return with a fortune. The promised success turned out to be a delusion. Yeah, something. Have to be in there to get that one. Let's do it. Something here around, or just right there. Postcard, dear Sophia. I will be back home soon with my new trophies. I look forward to the moment when I can finally show you all these rare treasures. In the meantime, I hope you can look after my collection of for 3 more weeks, as the cruise has been postponed on account of the winds. I send my warmest embrace, and I hope to see you soon. A postcard with a photo showing Lima. Jan Noteski, a collection of unusual trophy from South America. I could wait there, but I don't really want to. Alright, we can pass through here. What's going on here? No idea. I think that's around here, isn't it? Yeah, right there. Bigot's diary. I now turn to a description of the rest of my family. My nephew, Count Ortovsky, lost his father at a young age. This event weighed on the rest of his life and pushed him to slowly toward the abyss of moral corruption. Ever since he grew from a sweet little boy whose angelic face could do no wrong into an impudent young man. The apartment at 15 Eriwanska Street has turned into a tabernacle, near which every Christian should turn their face away with contempt. Walls that were once the pride of our family now bear witness to a horrible deed, hosting the worst company a young man can surround himself with. Concerned neighbours have more than once brought me information that makes my hair stand on end. It's rumoured that my nephew has let himself be tempted by Western fads and partake in opiates. Handwritten card with a worn edge. It must have fallen out as a result of repeated turning. According to the author, the apartment hosts parties where people partake in opiates. Whoop. We're out here now. Okay. Down this way. Letter. Greetings. I hope that your ailments have eased already. Mrs. Stefan told me about them. If the poulticers don't bring you relief, I want to recommend that you seek the aid of my good acquaintance, Konstanty Jasinski, when you see him. Don't judge him by his stature. This frail old man can bring a person back to health in a few hours. He lives at number 7. Okay. It's nice to move pawns around the board at your whim. I don't know the reason for the concern on Mr. Weirdek's face, as he was watching me closely throughout the game. Okay. Wonder.
Mr. Shulsky, there's a young lady to see you. I'll serve tea in the drawing room.
I won't stay long. There's no need.
Thank you, Grażynka.
A nice house, a spot of tea, a housekeeper. When the revolution comes, everything here will go up in smoke.
I'll help you.
Just say when. I'll place the first torch.
We'll see each other there, then.
Did he say anything?
You know what? He confirmed my belief that thaumaturges are freaks.
A fork. Thank you.
Thank you, Wanda.
And now forgive me. I'm going to find some kindling for our next tete-a-tete. Besides, I'm supposed to be meeting Michał.
I'm not going to needle her.
Thank you again. You've done me a great favor.
We're square. See you.
Will the young lady be visiting us more often?
I have no idea. I don't know.
How should I know?
Well, tough. I'm out of here.
Well, tough. Nice. Anything around here? Doesn't look like it. Come on. This mouse is really going to hell. There's nothing going to be down here. Alright, let's get back upstairs. And then we're outside again. Riding the carriage, are we? Yep. Back here. Bit of a thing that. I suppose there were probably side missions I could have done if I wanted. But as I say, I'm just focusing on the main. Dear Louisa, after a long journey, I happily arrived at the hotel, and I've already managed to make myself comfortable. It's true what they say about its impressive exquisiteness and comforts. There's a sizable ballroom, a restaurant with elegant decor, and a lovely indoor garden. And best of all, you don't have to climb any stairs to get to your room. Perhaps you could join me here. I'm staying for a few more weeks. Best regards, Elisabetta. A postcard with a view of Marianstadt and a message written on the back. The author mentions that in an elegant... Okay. Traveller's letter. Dear Antony, I remain in good health, although the traveller life is slowly taking its toll. The humid air here and the sultriness are becoming too onerous for me, so I started considering returning to the country. I still have some last-minute matters to tie up here, including the one I wrote to you about in my previous letter. I finally achieved my goal, and Warsaw will soon see the dreaded demonic masks. We even managed to set a date, September 15th. I hope that we will see this extraordinary spectacle together with sincere regards, Constanzi. A message written on ornate stationery with a drawing of an elephant. The traveller Constanti boasts that thanks to him on September 15th, Warsaw will have an opportunity to see an extraordinary show from a distant country. Further down and in here. Have a wait for the doctor. Impressive beard.
Assalamu alaikum.
That was a Islamic thing, I believe. We'll greet secularly.
Welcome. I'm not used
I
to
might-
getting
actually, it
such
might have been
welcome
Jewish, rather.
flowers. Usually, they go charging straight into my head.
That's not very polite in my view. One ought to introduce
Yeah,
oneself
I'll be
first.
Jewish.
Emir Bernakovich,
Islam.
Thaumaturge.
Emir?
Are you
Oh!
alone?
Maybe Islam later. Because aren't Emirs Islamic leaders?
I've taken care of them.
Good. Thank you for the onion.
Thank you for the fork.
It's impossible to ignore an invitation magically inscribed on an onion.
There you go.
How can I help you?
Let's check what that
What is
means.
a Thaumaturge?
That's what we Tatars call Thaumaturges. I'm a healer, a fortune teller, and a doctor. Is something ailing you?
I'm looking for the Black Grimoire. After my father died, it went missing.
What do you need another spell book for?
Pride is too high to say one of them. I'm not going to challenge him like number 4 because I want something from him. I don't want to get in his face, therefore, until I have to, or unless I have to. Number 1's also the same problem.
I want the knowledge he might have written in it.
You're inexhaustible, like him.
Get to the point.
As you wish. Enough beating around the bush. In this place, we can talk openly and take all the time we need. But mind that lying may cost you dearly. Who told you I have the Black Grimoire?
I can withhold, but I don't see the point. If he's got it and I need it,
The person who drew you to my attention was Ivan Konieczkin.
As I thought. The chief had been circling Stanisław for a
Besides, I
long
didn't have no
time
particular
and was
bond with
interested
him.
in his associates. In us.
The Grimoire. My patience is running short.
no
Suffolk is
positive
dead.
one anyway.
You're the only one left. Give the Grimoire back. This is the last time I'm asking.
Stanisław used to tell me you were really sick and nearly lost your mind. How did you manage to get through all that?
Explain.
Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin cured me.
How?
I don't mind that one
As
either.
far as I can tell, he used hypnosis on me, and he still peeks into my head from time to time.
I'm not trying to conceal that from a fellow
Do
Thaumaturge.
you trust him?
He hasn't betrayed my trust so far.
Is Rasputin a thaumaturge?
No.
I don't think so. I'd have noticed that.
Do you know any other thaumaturges from Warsaw?
Yes, I know 2 more.
That's enough. I don't have the Black Grimoire, and I've never had it.
If I don't say anything, will he say any more? He hasn't been stalling for time, I don't think.
You've got enormous potential, but you're not yet reaching it.
Is speaking the truth not in such demand anymore?
I'm not looking for an honest thaumaturge, just a powerful one.
Where's my golem?
Well, look at that. I might have underestimated you.
Yeah, since I've got a golem too.
Before we part, permit me to make a certain proposal. I want to rebuild the coterie with your participation.
Why? What's it to you?
Why do you want to resurrect it?
I'll tell you why you want this. Because there are ways of strengthening the potential of one thaumaturge using the potential of many. You'll soon learn. I trust that now you're intrigued.
That sounds predatory. I could be wrong, but that sounds predatory. It sounds like sapping the potential from them to build yourself, rather than using them to empower you and they can gain power too. Sounds like you're sapping them. I don't see me doing that.
I'm afraid that now I've got other plans.
I'm tempted to ask about it, but we've been sitting here too long anyway. But take my advice. When you leave here, go to the one who healed you. I sense he has many.
Oh, yes, we know that.
We all do, don't we?
Yes, but his secrets might be dangerous and might thwart your plans. Be careful.
So far, the ones I'm willing to support in order are Lygia, Rasputin, and Wanda. Lygia is my sister, and despite the fact that we sometimes bump heads, she is my number one. My number one concern. Rasputin has been a good friend, and I believe will continue to be. And I'll go a long way to help him. Wanda has fascinated me, and may actually prove to be a love interest, I don't know. If not, well, her rebellion could be intriguing. It might actually be in Rasputin's plans as well. Thorn letter, nearly every other day, Wallery attends some kind of meeting in apartment 4, Powazkovsky Street. What goes on there, and why does he come back so late? He could devote this time to his family. I don't know anything, as he dismissed my questions. You had a good idea, dear friend, but they didn't let my cousin in there, which is even more suspicious. Thus, I remain in the dark about the matters that so intensely preoccupy my husband's mind. Except from a letter to a lady friend. Gentlemen attend meetings held on... Okay, let's have a look what it says. The Gentleman's Club, in his apartment at 4 Pozkovsky Street, Colonel Vyachev holds meetings of the Gentleman's Club every other day at 8 p.m. To get in, all you have to do is convince the host that you are an old acquaintance of his. Guests are treated to delicious cigars in an environment where they can relax and indulge in disputes. Which, if I was doing side quests, would be something to look into. I suspect I'll have a... Unless people say they want to see the full thing with side quests, I suspect I'll do that on my own. Whoa, hang on. Note from a sermon. It's not hard to see that harmful fads and entertainment from the West have spread among our youth, and right under our noses too. I'm talking here, for one, about the infamous teacher who was giving lessons on how to twitch in frenzied fits, and he had the gall to accept money for it. Fortunately, owing to a few vigilant parishioners and my own intervention, this shameful demoralization will soon cease.
Nothing can be kept secret from me.
Notes on how to compose a sermon. There's something going on at 184 Gmintarna Street that has the priest worried about being a potential pernicious fad from the West. Lessons in trendy dance. 184 lives balletmaster Jan Wizowski, who teaches evening classes where people can learn energetic Western dances. However, parishioners who are not fond of the new fad have forced him to cease this activity, so now is the last moment to enroll. They banned dancing. It's the work of the devil. What about sex? Yeah, they banned that too. That might lead to dancing.
What are you doing here?
Vanitas, vanitatum, et omnia vanitas.
What?
Your father was a great man.
I'm not going to go for pride here. Ask why he thinks that.
Where did that thought come from?
I can see clearly what a great influence he had on your life, Wiktor. We both know how much you wanted to be his equal.
I've already surpassed him.
My father doesn't
That's
seem
one
as
place that
impressive
pride
to me
will come up.
anymore, now that I've surpassed him.
You think that's where it comes from?
He hasn't managed to gather the right people around him.
You flatter me. Your father considered himself Polish. Your mother was Russian. And you grew up in France.
Okay.
Who are you, Wiktor?
Say I'm Polish. Emphasize that you're a thaumaturge. Admit that you haven't thought about it. Ask who is. I'm a
I'm a
thaumaturge.
Thaumaturge.
I also think that it's our nature that defines us, and not the place where our mothers brought us into this world.
And what natures do those others have? The people around you. You've gathered them, us, intentionally.
True.
Everyone has a goal. We're only yet another stopover on someone's journey. And sometimes our paths lead in the same direction. Mine leads to the court of Nikolai Romanov. I need to save the Tsarevich because I believe that only then can we have a future. I can help him. Do you believe me?
Let me just look up the word Tsarevich. I know what Tsar is. What's Tsarevich? A son of Tsars. Ah. Yes, I believe you.
Yes, I believe because you helped me. I know that.
Think what we can achieve, Wiktor, if you just come with me. Imagine that the thaumaturgical knowledge of the whole Russian Empire will be at your fingertips.
It's a juicy carrot to
As
dangle.
long as Alexei Romanov is healthy.
How do you want to do that?
It all sounds lovely, but how would we achieve this ambitious goal?
Together, Wiktor. Together. And all in good time. You'll just have to believe we can do it. Do you believe?
Yeah, there's only a choice of put it off or do it. So, do it.
I'm with you.
Perfect. Now our journey is really beginning. Just remember, there's no turning back.
You are facing a turning point in history. If you decide to go with Rasputin now, you will lose an opportunity to complete some of the side quests. That's fine.
Let's not waste time. Let's go pray. Ideally at the Orthodox Church of St. Mary Magdalene. Ready?
Indeed.
Yes, let's go at once.
Wiktor, it's about to start.
Let's look around.
Don't stare off to the side or you'll lose sight of the target.
What?
Since you're indisposed, permit me to lay out to you once again what I said on the way here. As you well know, we're in the Orthodox Church of St. Mary Magdalene in Praga. In a moment, a certain ritual will take place here.
Quiet there. You're not in a barn.
The Patriarch Kirill will soon begin an exorcism on a certain boy. Unlike Kirill, I really do want to heal a boy who is suffering. The people must understand that I am the truth.
Off to the market with you. Don't bother folks here.
Now I would like you to look around and determine how to prepare the miracle of healing.
Okay.
Go now.
What's my role in this?
What's my role in all this?
The church is a divine stage. The sort I need to perform on to produce the right impression. People will see me today as a miracle worker. What's your role in this? You're a thaumaturge. Help me do it.
I'll go take a look around.
Go, but don't waste time.
There's something over here.
I felt something. Where is it?
Book. A book with a warped cover. Pages read for the first time in the hope of finding some peace of mind. It's not easy, the collector thought, find time for herself. Simic demands so much work. She has to keep an eye on him at all times, and doesn't have a moment to think or reflect. That's Rasputin. I don't need to talk to him yet. Something else around here, I think. Over here. Ah, the child. That's Simic.
Matyushka, can we please start?
Patience, daughter, and humility. Keep praying. Don't get in the way.
Speak to the mother
Is he your son? Why did you bring him here?
first.
What business is it of yours? The devil needs to give me my son back. He's got me scared to sleep under my own roof.
Does we have a
He won't shut up about
senator here?
phantoms, and he lies and makes stuff up.
He's haunted
And
by
he
us.
calls and calls.
He's haunted by a senator.
Faster, have mercy.
Speak to the boy.
Hey, you.
Keep looking. Keep looking. We can come back to talk to the boy in a bit. Holy icon. A small charred icon. The holy picture was supposed to bring divine help and care. Instead, it provoked anger and became the bone of contention that caused a definite rift between mother and child. Ultimately, Simic snapped and destroyed the picture, which only stoked some other suspicion of demonic influence. He's got a salutor on him. Ah, there's this. Whoops. Come on, mouse. Teddy bear with missing paw. Semix, a worn-out playmate. A teddy bear charmingly named Cotophilic is loved by someone. But as is common with love, there are bad times as well. Times of undefined anger, sorrow and incomprehension. The teddy bear lost its paw in a gesture of helplessness. I think there should be more though, shouldn't there? Or maybe I've now found everything. Let's have a look what we can get from the child.
But Yushka...
Patient.
Hey, you.
I do have them. That's why I told the teddy
Why
bear's
did you
paw.
harm Cartafelic? He said it really hurts now.
I didn't mean to. I didn't. I was angry. Papa didn't come back from the war.
I know you destroyed a holy image. Do you want to go to hell?
No, I got scared. Mama?
I've heard you're a liar.
No, I don't lie. That's not true.
And that you scare your mama making things up.
Not true.
There's,
Go home.
there's the flaw.
Don't get close to him. It's the devil speaking through him. He'll tell you anything to save himself.
The truth about Simic. So the boy has a flaw. That explains a lot, but doesn't answer the question, what next? The devil's designs. There's no devil, vile devil inside Simic. Just an ordinary flaw that influences disposition. Exacerbating feelings of incomprehension and loneliness. Exorcisms may only cause him more harm. If I could remove the flaw, the boy would certainly calm down. And Rasputin could take advantage of that. I should talk to him. Alright, let's go talk to Rasputin then, as it said.
We're running out of time, Wiktor. What have you got for me?
I've learned the boy carries a flaw.
Perfect. And what's next?
Maybe it's what's making him upset. If I took it away... But Kiro told me to move away before it opened completely.
Don't dwell on it. It's good news. Let's get closer to God. Especially since it's a little too loud here.
Thanks be to God. They're going somewhere else to talk.
Princeps milite caliestes defendenos in proelio. Down with the evil spirit. I drive you out in the name of Christ.
Priest! Leave that child alone!
You stand in in defense of Satan. He's not a child, he's a devil.
No, he's a child.
You're causing a child unnecessary suffering. He needs a different kind of help. True help. My help.
Do you know one thing I like about this? In my own story, I am the lead, and that's how it should be.
Quiet, don't scream. I'm not going to do anything to you.
Mama. Mama.
I haven't finished yet. But there are so many other things going around me. And Rasputin seems to be a bigger person than I am right now, on the global scale of the storyline. I don't know if he will be in the end, but I like that right now I'm not. Tell him to calm down. Express your amazement that he can perceive you and appear.
He sees you as I do. That only means one thing. Hey, don't cry, all right? How about we talk?
When did you last see a
Have you ever
senator?
seen a ghost or a monster? One like him?
Once, one was in the wardrobe, the other in the kitchen. I'm scared.
A brace of them.
Have you told anyone about this?
Yes, Mama, and that's when she got upset.
My mama and the priest.
And that's why they
Am I
think you're a
going to
liar.
hell?
No. Not gonna tease him. Not gonna have fun at his expense. That's stupid.
Calm down, everything's all right. No one's taking you to hell. I see ghosts too. Sometimes they even help me.
Why did God do this to us? Doesn't he like us?
There's no God. Hello, Nietzsche. Well, kind of, sort of. Explain that all this is humans' fault.
God isn't the one who thinks we're bad. It's the people who don't have our power. They don't understand us, so they're afraid. And that makes them angry.
Will this take much longer? Kirill is about to declare me anathema. How can it be that he's crying here?
He's a Thaumaturge. I didn't know that earlier.
Do you see yourself in him? Do you want to help him because no one helped you?
What will happen to me now?
Well, Wiktor, we're running out of time. What will happen to him
Calm
now?
down, Rasputin. I've got your back, but calm down. This is my field, not yours. Interesting. This is an interesting choice. I don't know what the impact will be on the game. I don't know if there will be one. Usually these games have a structured narrative that might vary a little bit depending on your choices. Because otherwise they'd have to write like 36 games to cover all the possible ways you could change everything. But I'm stuck between let Simic keep his flaw or take his flaw. I want to let Simic keep his flaw. The reason I want to let him do that is I want him to come into his own strength. But without nurturing, where will that get him? I could take his flaw to ease his burden. We all carry burdens. And part of our strength is learning how to deal with those burdens. Some are just burdens that don't help us, that you don't grow from. I know. Believe me, I know. But what waits for him learning to deal with his vision of Salutors could be a lot. I don't think letting him keep his flaw will help my guy there. But in this particular case, he's kind of annoyed me, being pushy. I'm thinking I should let him keep his flaw. Besides, he's a boy Thaumaturge. He tried to call me on a little bit. Not so much about not being helped as a kid. Yeah, I get that. And in character there would be some of that, but there's also a recognition of self in him and what he could become. Hesitate, I don't think he's going to do anything useful for me, so...
I decided not to remove his flaw. Without it, his first servitor will never find him.
But maybe his life would have been easier without it. Now, we'll never know.
Indeed. An easy life isn't guaranteed. Don't tell Rasputin what. I'm not making excuses.
Are we going to my mama?
I don't think he's ready to hear. Soon he'll be the one making other people cry. Explain what's going on.
I'll take you to her in a moment, but first listen to me, alright? You can see things others can't see. That's normal. That will make you go to hell. Soon, a spirit will find you, one you mustn't be scared of. From then on, you'll never be alone and he'll help you. Do you understand?
Yes.
A little guiding hand at the start.
We probably won't see one another again. Good luck.
It's all right now. Everything will be all right. Find peace inside yourself.
Okay, it did help him in the end anyway, because I helped him bring peace to himself as a future
Be
Thaumaturge.
blessed, Shimon. Be healed. It's better now, isn't it?
It's a miracle. Thank you. With all my heart.
Shimon shares his name with the name of the greatest of Christ's apostles.
Simon.
And you want
I
to
thought
drive
Paul was the
Satan
greatest.
out of him. That's blasphemy. So say I, Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin. The man you betrayed, Judas. We have made the words of God into an instrument for our own gain. Made sacred temples into a vanity fair. Satan exists, and he is here today among us. But not in the small, defenseless boy I have just cured. This evil runs rampant through our homeland, driving our great nation toward a precipice. It's time to stand against this.
In real life, Rasputin, I say, advisor, friend of the Queen, possibly lover, the Tsarina.
Let us be strong in spirit.
Powerful
That
speaker,
is the
advisor,
only
etc.
way we can defeat Satan. Down with traitors!
Hey, you! The devil with the book! You damned magician! I'm talking to you!
Officer, I was just passing by.
Yeah.
Wiktor, do you need help?
I'll manage.
I'll manage. Thanks.
As you wish. I'll stay close by.
Okay, Michael.
You done debating? Then get moving or we won't have this crowd dealt with until nightfall.
Okay, so we've got a couple of them to take on. Enemy reinforcements are on the way, that's a new one. You're healing each turn. You've got invulnerable. Let's put a dot on you. And then you can get rid of his flaw, can't you? His strength, can't you? That would be too long, I think. Disable the trait. That's what I want for now. That comes after disabling his trait, so that's fine. I can put that on you to give more. And you, to get rid of yours, I need my main. He's already going down. Look at that. Put that on you. Those two strikes are in the same sphere or segment. He's down. And he's down. Guns! That could be more dangerous. What do we have here? You can't get dot over time, can you? Damage over time. Because you can't get new traits. First tackle target casts a negative trait on the attacker. I am going to take a huge amount of damage here. Let's put a dot on you. You're not going to achieve anything major for me, so let's just use a quick one. I'm bleeding and I've got terror. Terror reduces focus at each turn. I don't care about that too much. It's not great, but I don't care too much. You... I'll put a dot on. And then I need some healing. See, I think I'm going to take enough damage that will kill me if I don't do this, so let's get some healing on. A second damage over time. Unfortunate. You're going to be down this turn anyway. There we go.
I can see you're in over your head, officer. Because these are wizard scum. It's not a fair fight with them.
You picked the fight.
You and you. Get them.
We were just praying.
Like all of them. Let's go.
Michal, leave him alone, bastards!
Geroy, you're coming with us too.
Okay, well, we're in jail.
They could have left me a coat. It's chilly here.
They're going to kill us.
We'll get out of this.
I wonder how.
Grow up.
I thought that you, of all people, would be the toughest one in the cell.
Control yourself. Talk more quietly.
In the Citadel. There's no getting out of here. First, the Ochrana will grill us. Then it'll be out to the prison yard.
Hey, kid. Look at me. Vanda will spring us from here. We just have to give her time. Have you learned to whistle yet? And remember, we were at Mass. We don't know anything, got it? Unlike him. And now you're going to tell me exactly what happened inside the church.
Am I?
How is Vanda meant to help you?
I'm sure Vanda and our folks have already got the Citadel under watch. We don't leave our own behind. Don't change the subject. What about the church?
Save the kid.
I did what I had to. The boy at the exorcism turned out to be a Thaumaturge.
And?
Seems to me I was the first person to recognize his nature. I'd have given a lot for that kind of help once.
And where did you end up, hero? I got the urge to pray, and I could have been having a beer at Berg's.
Jan Bialek! No. Please, no.
Here! That's me! You've gotta get him out of here, you understand? He's not even 16.
Can't say that because of high pride.
I'll give Vanda your best.
You watch out. I'll be back yet.
Very little time for you, mate. Don't worry about it.
You're coming with me.
Tell her not to miss me. And you, practice that whistling.
Interrogations. Perhaps I treated the situation too lightly. Seems he's placed in an ordinary prison, and it's a very bad reputation among revolutionaries. Yeah, well. Oh. Sit and talk a moment.
You think he'll come back?
Not in one piece. I don't know this kid.
I'm sure he's fine. Everything will be alright.
Well, that wasn't ignoring him, but okay.
No, it won't. They're going to kill us here.
Where are you from?
See if he can be useful.
I live with my grandfather in Praga.
Or a liability.
He fought in the January uprising. He raised me after my father died. I wanted to make him proud. And that's why I joined our folks.
I was traveling a lot at your age. France, Belgium, Petersburg.
That's all right for some. The carefree bourgeoisie.
Yeah, I'm not going to deny it.
Yes, I was born into money. But money doesn't bring you happiness.
Beyond a certain level.
The greatest lie that we tell poor people.
Even so, believe me, my life wasn't as much of a fairy tale as you'd imagine. My best friend's father was in debt to a dishonest loan shark, and we wanted to help. I think we were younger than you.
And what happened?
We went to see him with my father's gun, the one I carry with me.
And what? It went off.
The loan shark died on the spot. My father handed me some suitcases and a ticket and said never to come back.
So, he sorted it out. Sounds like a good father.
You're right. I don't think so.
He was defending his reputation, so he got rid of me, and that was that. I didn't ask him for this.
Shulsky!
That's me.
Your turn.
See you.
How touching. Move your ass.
That was disappointing. Did you know him?
Yeah, where's Daddy's grimoire?
You deceived me, Chief. The book wasn't where you told me I'd find it.
But I could have sworn. How extraordinary.
Really?
I can see you're still using it. I remember how it ended the story of a particular loan shark. Tell me anything of value. Then I'll be able to find a way to help you. I wouldn't want the dredgers to pull you out of the Vistal afterward, like Svetlana Petrovna.
So did you pull her out, I wonder? I'm going to talk about Svetlana.
I think
first.
you're lying. You didn't find anything.
What were you doing in the church?
Tell me about the
I have to
grimoire.
ask you something. Where is my father's grimoire?
What were you doing in the church?
You first.
What were you doing in the church?
You first.
What were you doing in the church?
I'm going to try this for a few rounds, see what happens. I have a feeling that it's just going to lock. That's third. Ah, it is
Leave us
Chidge.
alone.
Going to be an interrogation.
No interrogation?
Don't be silly. I don't need to introduce you to. Ready?
I know everything that I could read from his objects. What are you expecting?
Well.
Let's find out what he did in the church and where his father's friends are.
As you wish, sir.
It's our little Thaumaturge.
Let's not drag this out.
Tell me about Father's
Maybe
grimoire.
you know where my father's grimoire is.
It's nothing personal.
Oh, you want to come in here, girl?
Greetings from inside your head.
Because you are going to be a little
make
girl.
myself at home here.
Did they ban summoning souls in Warsaw, so you got a job here? And did they finally work out that you're a charlatan?
We're not thinking about me now.
I don't know
You
so
won't
much.
trick me here, and you won't escape either. Save your energy. Think about the church and who you were there with.
Oh, I can't do either of the others. I've got a betrayed Rasputin. I don't like that.
Who's this filthy monk? Touching. You think you'll make friends?
I sense that you'd also find such a person useful. Am I right?
Are you talking about yourself? We don't know one another well enough for you to be sure of that. You're terrible at choosing friends.
Think of the exclusion that affects you all. I'm not sure what that even means, but we'll go for it.
I'm used to it. I trust no one anymore. Not least thanks to you.
Go to Sophia.
Sweet Sophia. She was a
Sophia.
nail in my coffin, but you sealed the lid.
A little bit.
Was it worth it?
I like dimension for that. Ask what Sophia's flaw was to her.
Her father hired me. Scowan promised my past would be forgotten and my sins wiped away.
That didn't work out for you,
So
did
we're
it?
both here for punishment.
I foresaw the gallows for you. Have you forgotten?
I don't intend to stay here that long. And you should neither.
What are you jabbering about? It's suicide. Koniechkin is a determined, vengeful bastard, and he has people everywhere.
Certainly vengeful
I'd
bastards
sooner
die
tear
just
off
like
your
anyone
head
else.
like he wants than take a risk like that.
Don't have enough on the other.
What is this
I should have done side quests. I'd have had things up there probably.
The Thaumaturge Mutual Aid Society.
This sounds like a criminal gang. Who else is in it?
Ariel Rock, I don't mind selling
Who's
out.
that Ariel person?
He's the most malicious Thaumaturge west of the Vistula. You two will get along.
Who else? Falge. I haven't heard of this person before.
That speaks well of him.
Who else? Don't play games with me. All right,
All right. What?
let's get out of here. That's what you want, after all. I'll help you, but you're taking me with you.
Interesting switch of fate. I won't leave without my father's grimoire.
I'm not leaving here without my father's grimoire. I'm convinced Koniechkin has it.
That's right. It's in his study. 2 floors up. Just don't dawdle. Go. I'll hold Koniechkin here. But not for long, so hurry. Make it snappy. I can't hold him here long.
That's the book regained. Samira has been working for the authorities for a long time, but it's a false alliance that she's not happy with. Right, up we go. Morning Gazette riots in front of St Mary Magdalene Orthodox Church. Yesterday was a highly turbulent day for Praga residents. The events in front of St Mary Magdalene's Orthodox Church unfolded as follows. According to witnesses, everything started while an exorcism was being performed inside the church. The ritual wouldn't have ended happily if not for Grigory Rasputin, who was there to cure the possessed boy. He then delivered a fiery sermon that provoked the troublemakers present in the church to start a brawl. Shots were fired, the crowd went at each other's throats, and a scuffle broke out, which then moved outside the church walls in a last spurt of decency. The police were called. The local patrols also arrived on the scene. The brawl lasted about half an hour. A few of the most aggressive ringleaders were arrested, while the rest managed to escape during the confusion. Nothing there. Alright, so just go upstairs. What's in here first? It's a bathroom. Anything useful? Just this. Skellon's biography. Georgy Antonovich Skellon was born on October 24th, 1847 in St. Petersburg. The pearl of the Russian Empire opened his heart to the beauty of the Russian culture and upbringing in a respectable, patriotic family provided with the best possible chance. We've seen that.
I felt something. Where is it?
Well, there's this first. Stanislav's file. Stanislav Shulsky. Divorce from Nadia case file. Case of the death of the loan shark, Ivan Simonovich Korokin. Witness testimonies. List of material evidence. Autopsy report. Relationship with the Russian aristocrat Svetlana Petrovna Rumyantseva. Report by collaborator, codename Pleasant. Copies of correspondence with Nadia Mikhailovna Shulska from the years 1899 to 1904. Testimonies of notaries public and their chartered accountants regarding the business activity at 1 Skorzhana Street. Reports by district officers. The caretaker of the tenement house at 13 Novogrodska Street, and spies regarding the suspicious gatherings. Copies of Wiktor Shulsky's correspondence, 895-904. Father's files. Konechkin knew everything about him. Thoughts hovering over the file arrange themselves in neat rows, like well-trained soldiers. One can feel the joy the goal has been achieved. Another man put on a leash, bound by indestructible bonds of information. He will not slip away, he will obey, he will do as he's told. Ooh. So just what was Father being forced to do? Victor's file, Wiktor Shulsky. Case of the death of the loan shark, yep. Copies of Wiktor Shulsky's correspondence, and reports from collaborators and spies. Victor's file. I missed that, never mind. Lygia's photograph. What is this doing here? Surveillance was underway, and with it, a precise plan was taking shape. Because why not? She would gain independence, invulnerability, freedom, everything she dreamed of. And as for him, he'd have someone to share his home with. Someone to bring home warmth and a smile into his existence. A little life. Okrana Archives. List of persons suspected of thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy of Poetry. Witness testimonies, investigation report. List of most likely subject. Madam Samira, aka Sarah Rivkin. Identity and skills confirmed. Stanislav Shulsky, witness testimonies, denunciation, identity and skills confirmed. Isaac Sofa, denunciation, material evidence, list, etc. The Lion's Den. Konechkin used every shred of knowledge to subjugate thaumaturges. In Father's case, it wasn't his own misdeeds, but mine. Only the threat of his own son's arrest prompted Stanislav Shulsky to cooperate with the Okrana. I had no idea. Still not happy with Father, but it does bear thinking about that. The Black Grimoire, I assume.
What do you think of this, Father?
Let's have a read.
Let's see.
Shulsky, there's no time for reading.
Oh, I've made time.
Read this. It's like describing colors to a blind man. I don't get it.
We'll have to determine what's going on.
Whatever you're mumbling, I don't care. We need to go.
Bear with me a moment.
What happened?
The guard peeked inside this cell and everything fell apart. Konechkin was furious.
And?
It'll take him a little while before he regains his composure, so let's not waste time. I'll lead us out of the gate, but what then?
My cellmates have confirmed their people are observing the Citadel. They'll pick us up.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh. Alright, here's why I'm pausing. Me, I'm going to save Janek. Or Yannick. That's my perspective. And although I've never been in such a dangerous situation in real life, I've been willing to stand up for a friend and get my ass kicked if necessary when he was being attacked. Thankfully it stopped, but Yeah, I was willing to go down if necessary. And that's decades ago now. But I'll put my life on the line for someone. If I think they deserve it, and he's a kid. You know, I'm an adult. I've got power. He doesn't. But I've seen him all the way through. I mentioned it a couple of times. A reluctant hero. But is he going to be willing to do that there? Is he going to be willing to risk everything to save a child that he doesn't even know? I think in the end I'm going to say I want to get Yannick out of here. Because it will please Wanda, and I've still got an interest in Wanda.
Before we leave, I'd like to grab one of my cellmates.
What? Have you lost it completely?
I have to, because he doesn't know how to whistle.
You'll get lost here. I'll go. You secure the passage to the gate for us. Just wait for me there.
Oh, all right.
I'll be waiting.
She's earned a little bit of respect for that decision. Lygia's file. Lygia Solskjaer, testimonies of notaries public and their chartered accountants. Copies of correspondence reports. There's a note that reads, at the chief's special request. A lump of fear constricts the throat and irritation obscures reason. A marriage of convenience will only happen if it's Lygia's only option. She cannot be given any support. Her loved ones must be eliminated, especially her brother. Ooh, Ivan! You're a naughty boy, aren't you? Peculiar interest. Konechkin's interest in Lygia is not purely professional. The chief wants to separate her from her relatives. Propose marriage of convenience. I don't like it. Perhaps I could take advantage. Maybe I could wipe him out. I don't like someone messing with my sister like that. That gets my ire up. Teacup. Madame Smira. It's made of thin porcelain. There's an imprint of red lipstick on the rim. An afterthought has attached itself to the lipstick. It's full of panic and fear, like a bird whose head someone is about to twist. This is the end of freedom and independence. You're trapped. The man sitting in front of you has you in his grasp and will not let go. Samira's file. Sarah Rivken, aka Madame Samira. Copy of birth certificate. New Sandes, Kingdom of Galicia and Lodomeria. Death certificate for Jakob and Maria Rivken. Victim testimonies. Material evidence of fraud. Reports from collaborators. Alright, Sarah Rivken. If these documents were to see the light of day, there would be no place for Samira in Warsaw. Her thoughts settled on the file, pleased with itself like a fat cat. It's satisfied with getting another officer, not a willing cooperator perhaps. Let's be honest, no, so much better. The cat and the canary. Samira didn't volunteer to work with Konechkin. The chief forced her to cooperate and very much enjoyed his control over the fate of the Thaumaturge. I shall take these documents with me, indeed. She has at least, I say, she's earned a little respect for being willing to go get the kid, as long as she does. So I'm open to that. Right, downstairs. Right. You can't gain negative states. You reduce damage taken. You heal. Let's put a dot on you to keep you under control. Did it have to be him? Because he's got too much stuff. I'm not looking to give him negative traits. I'm looking to do a strong attack on him when I get a chance. You can have some more. Three damage. 3 damage. You can have some more, and you can lose your last piece. Now he's going to go down quick anyway. I can do a strong on you. I don't need you to do anything actually. That's long. What about our golem friend? Oh, they're all long, are they? Ooh, you do massive damage. I'm not going to take your focus down, but I can get rid of that so you're not reducing damage. You're done, or will be. It's okay. Yep, live with it. More coming in. He's going to be down. Put a dot on you. Take you down. One's down. One's going down. And actually, I will finish you now. Onwards we go. Out we go. That was just light, wasn't it? Yeah, fireflies around the light.
You,
next set.
What are you doing here?
I'm exploring.
It's a long time since I was in Warsaw last. I wanted to explore a little.
Show your pass, or you're under arrest.
I wish you luck.
And you, what are you grinning at? Grab the rest of those fuckers in the barracks.
Two of them. Start the fight. Enemy reinforcements are on the way. Let's get you dotted. What does that do? I'm not going to worry about doing focus with either of these then. They don't take a lot, but let's put another dot on you. You're going to be down very quick. Not you. You'll be dead. Here come the reinforcements, 3 of them. Stick a dot. Is that another one? Another 2? No. That's the same ones, they've just got close for some reason. We'll stick another dot on you. We can get rid of yours as well. That's fine. Quick punch will see you out. 7 damage. Okay, we've still got enough to survive on. We can stick a dot on you. Nice, Sam gets some healing on, so you... Could have been worse, but we are down to 3. Regain 21. She did good, she got him.
So, have you mastered whistling?
I'm not exactly any good at it myself.
That's how you do it.
I never got it either.
Come on, folks.
Wanda! I'm so glad to see you.
What about Mihao? And her?
Thanks to me, the rest got out.
Move.
She has earned a rescue. I doubt they'll be wanting to work with her again. Konechkin the Butcher, not happy.
Please, come in. No one should be alone at a time like this.
Emir, they killed Mihal.
Yes,
he
they
is
did.
not altogether lost, remember.
I'm going to see Burke. The rest should know. Come on, Yannick.
The famous Madame Samira has honored my humble abode.
Thank you for taking us in.
You must be exhausted. Please go ahead to your rooms upstairs. I'll join you in a moment.
Are you coming?
No, it's just the way I'm standing. Boom, boom. I'll join you in a moment.
I'll be there in a moment.
Patient chats. Alright. Not too worried about them. Because I've got the experience from it, that's fine. There's something here. Pistol bullets. They look like they were removed from someone's body. The vessel contains the words, or can draw a conclusion, of a Thanksgiving prayer. Its intention was to send grace to Dr. Emir Bernakovich, who helps everyone, even revolutionists, even if they've been shot. He brings relief and asks no questions, like a true angel. Emir's clinic. Bernakovich is a doctor by calling who sincerely cares about his patients. He pays no attention to their social class or background. If he can relieve their suffering, he will. This is not a common attitude. No more there. No more there. This Falge's apartment. Nothing in the bathroom, is there? Oh, that's highlighting from in here. We have this to read. The Morning Gazette writes in front of St. Mary Magdalene Orthodox Church. Yesterday, a highly turbulent day for Praga. Yeah, we've seen that. Home medicine chest. It's full of dried herbs as well as homemade ointments and concoctions. Acerbic thoughts hang between the bundles of herbs. When something works, it works. Who cares if it comes from folk medicine or fancy lab? Half-wits could also benefit from reading Avicenna and including hygiene and exercise in their treatment. Yeah. Listen. Oh, we do have two. Can't progress them because I don't have the whatchamacallit. Double to inflicted damage or lowers focus if your focus is less than 6. That will upgrade focus, let's do that. Read what's that. scientific brochure. Inheriting the talent for thaumaturgy, Professor J.R. Laurent. When it comes to thaumaturgers passing their skills onto their heirs, little research has been done. In this work I shall present my own hypotheses. However, the issue requires further study. For many years it has been believed that the talent for thaumaturgy is tied strictly to either the male or the female line of a given family. However, deviations from this were far too frequent to be termed mere errors of nature. The works of Gregor Mendel may shed a bit of light on this issue, particularly his theory about dominant and recessive genes, which I refer to in Chapter 4. Early thoughts on genetics.
Please, make yourselves at home. The tea is brewing and it will do us all good. Madame must be the thaumaturge Wiktor told me about.
I also heard a lot about the rebel doctor when I was in the Citadel.
For the time being, I'll assume we all have good intentions.
As for me, you have nothing to worry about, sir.
I have my doubts. She earned what we gave her, no more.
I must point out, however, that our escape from the Citadel went exceptionally well.
Tell that to Mihal, right? True. If Konyetkin wanted to spy on you, facilitating the escape would be the perfect cover. You can easily check. I'll open up my mind to you if it helps.
That won't be necessary just yet. Do not mistake this somber moment for one of peace. This isn't the calm before the storm. We're in the eye of the storm. Time is scarce, the risk is great, and the consequences will be irreversible. I trust you've got the Black Grimoire already.
What's the danger?
What do you think threatens us?
You're a wanted fugitive, so detainment, interrogation, and probably the noose. And you, miss.
Possibly something.
They won't waste time interrogating me.
I always consider the consequences when I set out to do something.
But I suppose they've usually only affected you.
Too high a pride to
move on from doubts to solutions.
The solution is to combine all of our individualities. Separately, we're all too weak. But if we form a pact, its consequences might reverberate throughout Russia, possibly even all of Europe. Who knows, maybe that way we could save not only our own necks.
What about Wanda?
What about Wanda? Aren't you afraid she'll seek revenge?
Yes, and that revenge will push her to extreme measures. But what we're trying to build might save her from downfall. It's one of the reasons that time is of the essence.
I've got
I
the
got
grimoire.
my father's grimoire back. It was where we both expected it to be.
Have you studied it yet?
I've tried.
I've browsed through it. My father somehow managed to conceal the meaning behind written words. I can feel that it's there, but it keeps slipping away.
I think the combination of our powers might solve your problem.
Can you tell me what we're talking about exactly?
Before he died, Stanisław Szulski created a hypothesis upon which he tried to use the full potential of Thaumaturge's mental bond.
You mean peeking inside each other's heads? That is not arcane knowledge.
Szulski believed that connected Thaumaturges could share their powers.
Do you want to find out if it works?
I'm not sure yet.
Let's not waste any more time. What else do we need to form such a pact?
First of all, a fourth member. The other one you mentioned. Who is that?
The only one that comes to mind is Ariel Roffe.
He crossed my mind too. Do you think he could be useful with the reputation he has? He hasn't shown up at the Ruzhitz much lately.
How well do you know?
Well? Not personally. People talk about him in the neighborhood. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Don't give it too much thought. Needless trouble.
Do you know how to find him?
Where I could find him, if not at the bazaar?
I know he used to live somewhere in the heart of Mirov. Maybe there.
I'll bring him.
I'll bring him here.
I don't really have much choice.
At least I'll try.
There's also the question of that Rasputin.
What do you mean?
How do you think I should resolve this situation?
It would be most imprudent to let such suspicious people inside your mind for too long. Any carelessness may cost all of us dearly.
No, I value Rasputin over you, mate.
If you're still bound to him somehow, I'm afraid you'll
have
to end it.
Unless the game forces that
Tell
choice,
him
no.
It's not him, it's you, and so on. Remember, this is no longer a question of only your noggin.
Madame, the tea is ready. I have to go down now. Good luck, Wiktor.
I have a feeling my hand will be forced. We're into Act 3, are we? Okay. Well, as we enter Act 3, I think that's a good place to stop for today. I should be going live tomorrow morning, hopefully, depending what's happening with anything else. In the meantime, thank you for watching.